from the track now. It was interesting, to say the least. I got out there a little bit after Henry did. Henry had already made one pass when I got there, and he was running no time. But that track has gone to where you just have to download an app, and then you go find your car number and pull up what you ran. Well, since he was running no time, the times that they put in there were not what he ran. Because he ran his first pass and he was like, there's no way in hell I ran that. It was like 2 seconds faster than what it should have been. And so he went up there, because we couldn't use that. I mean, the whole reason we were there was to test and tune. So we go back. He makes a second pass. Pulls it up on the app. Same thing. It's like, wait a minute, this isn't right. So he goes and talks to somebody that works there. A guy working the staging lanes. And he's like, oh, no, you're running no time. You're not going to get a time on the app because anyone can pull it up on the app if they just type in your car number. It's like, okay, well, that makes sense. So the track decided, since there was so many no time people there, that they were going to go ahead and give time slips. So Henry goes back up there, makes another pass, goes to get his time slip, and the time slip they give him has nothing on it. It's just all zeros. It's like, okay, so now we've made 3 passes and we have no information at all whatsoever. We could have just stayed home and made test hits in the freaking neighborhood, for all that matter. And so he goes back out again. He talks to them and they're like, all right, we'll give time slips in the tower rather than at the end of the track. That way we can get it all right. So he goes out, makes another pass, and it won't go into second gear. It's like all of a sudden it's not shifting right. So he just he runs out first gear and just kind of coasts the rest of the way. So all we could really get off of that was the 60 foot and the 330. So he gets the time slip. We're looking at it. We're like, that's not good at all. That's way bad. It's like a second slower than what we were expecting. And so we let it cool off. We bump the timing up just a couple of degrees just to see if it'll make a difference in the 60 foot. And he goes back up there, makes another pass, and again, it's not really wanting to change gears. He hits second, nothing happens. He hit the shifter again, and it goes into third and just kind of goes blah, and falls on his face. And I mean, it runs better than the previous pass, but not by a whole lot. And the 60 foot was only like a tenth, not even a tenth better. We're like, what the hell is going on? Why is the car not pulling all of a sudden? Because he said the first pass it felt good and strong. So we sat down and we were talking about it, and I was like, wait a minute. Motor sounds good. It's rapping fast and doing its thing. It's just not going anywhere. I'm like, check the transmission. Because it sounds like a transmission issue. So he goes and pulls the dipstick. It's dry. It's like, that might be a problem. So we walk across the street from the track because there's a gas station there. Buys 3 quarts of training fluid. We walk back. We put 1.5 quarts of training fluid in it. Goes back, makes a pass, and lo and behold, it runs a second faster than it had been, and 60 footed, let's say it gained 0.2 in the 60 foot. So, yeah. So, granted to say, what the heck? Needless to say, it is running about what we expected. I mean, we only got one good pass out of it, or one good documented pass out of it. So, we got a good place to start. You know, there's still room to improve, because he still didn't wrap it all the way out. You know, he didn't shift where he was supposed to be shifting. So he short shifted and all that kind of stuff. And it can get much better on motor. So since all that's working, I think we're going to go ahead and put the nitrous on it this week and take it out next weekend. Maybe make a couple more motor passes and, you know, make sure everything's good. Then we'll start throwing a little juice at it. She'll be happy then. But that's kind of how the night went. I've got, you know, video of the passes. I'll go ahead and put those up with this. But stay tuned. It's only going to get better from here.
To the no, to the no, 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 no. Hell no, no. To the no, no. Hell to the no, no. To the no, 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 no. Hell to the no, no.